Hey singers, Diamond here. I promise we are coming to near the end of these painful video messages that you'll receive from me twice a week in lieu of our normal performance lab setting. And in fact, I guess today is actually the last one because Friday is dead day and there'll be no class that day. But I might sneak an extra cheeky message in there toward the end of this week just to encourage you. I just wanted to say a couple of words about how challenging I know this has been for all of us, for faculty, for staff, for students, for parents and relatives and siblings and people that are all going through this difficult time together. I understand that it is not easy to try to be an artist on your own, at home, alone, sequestered in your bedroom or your basement for some of you, or your closet for some of you, wherever it is that you are finding your opportunities, your quiet moments to dedicate some time to this art form. So I just wanted to spend these couple of moments just saying thank you for the way that you have engaged in this process. And I do feel like there have been meaningful moments together. I know that we have meaningful moments, I hope. We have meaningful moments together when we are in the same room, in the studio, or in a performance lab setting. These moments have been challenging, but they have not been without merit. I want to encourage you, if you have not done so already, to be as diligent in submitting your semester practice videos as you can be. I understand there are limitations and there are demands that are placed on your time right now, but your vocal studies should be a part of that. Do not push them to the entire back burner of this process, but keep them a part of what you're doing right now. If some of you have more of those videos that you need to submit than others, some of you have a great many of those videos that you need to submit. And in typical Diamond speak, I will just take a moment to encourage you to be as diligent in that as possible. Submit your practice videos. And those of you that normally at this time of year would be coming to the end of your experience at Samford, to the end of your studies, to the end of your training, just know that I love and appreciate each one of you, that I value each one of you and what you bring to this family, to this studio, to this group of people. You have been leaders, and I am so grateful for the leadership that you have shown to your colleagues and to the attention and the thoughtfulness that you have given to me and that you've entrusted me with the training of your instrument for these past 4 years. All I know is that if you have engaged in this experience, then there's no question that you have come out as a better musician and as a better person. And I would encourage you again to think about what you can do to continue to grow when school is over. The next 10 days for some of you will be difficult because you have a lot to do, and I understand that. But when those 10 days are over, no one is going to grade you or challenge you if you don't sing. That responsibility then falls to you. And I just want to take a moment to tell you that you need to keep singing even when you don't have to. The mark of a really serious vocalist, of a really significant musician, is what they do when it is not required of them. So if you don't have me rambling on about practice videos or about techniques to relax your tongue or your jaw or about large and in charge and proud noble posture and whatever it may be, that responsibility then falls to you to instruct your singing with how you want it to behave. There are two things that I know for sure. And the first is that if you do nothing, you will degrade your instrument. You will lose proficiency. You will go backward. We know this to be true. The study of singing is a fluid process. It is always either in a positive trajectory or a negative trajectory. Sometimes those aren't our fault. If we have an injury or an illness, or we have to take a hiatus because of COVID-19, there might be blips in that process where we do actually move backward. But if we dedicate ourselves to our craft daily and we discipline ourselves in the idea of singing when we don't have to, we can have a long-term trajectory that is positive, that is moving us in a direction towards better sound and better art. When no one is asking you to sing after this is all done, that responsibility will fall upon you. I feel like I'm rambling a little bit right now. I apologize for that. I want to encourage those that are graduating. I want to encourage those that are not, that have work still to be done, to do that work as diligently as possible. And if this has been your first year with us or your second year, and you are wondering how this experience unfolds over the next 2 to 3 months and where we look like in August, we don't really know. But in a way, that is irrelevant. What matters is how you spend the time that you have with your instrument. And I just encourage you to not allow something like COVID-19 or the fact that I can't sing because my siblings are mad at me when I do, or I don't have a sufficient piano, or whatever those issues are, and they are real and they are legitimate. They're not as large as the issue of who you are. And I want you all to be successful singers, and to be successful vocalists. Thanks, everybody. I'll see you soon.